Hey friends, welcome back to the channel with more Squid Game. This is episode 7. And last time, we had some painful deaths with Ali, Il-nam, the old man, and Ji-young. That last one really hurt me to my core. Just, so painful to watch. And I'm not excited to continue. I don't know, excited is not the right word for this, but I'm captivated, and I need to know what happens next. So, yeah, if you want to watch the full reaction, check out Patreon in the link in the description below. And we're actually done with the series over on Patreon, so check that out. And yeah, leave a like, really helps out the channel. And let's get started. She's just there sleeping. Got to skip this whole thing because no one shows her.
왜? 죽은 네 애미라도 살아서 돌아온 거 아니야?
Is he noticing any signs of intrusion?
네가 쏜 총알, 스미스 웨슨 M60 리볼버 총알이더군.
Cop.
한국 경찰들이 쓰는 총이지.
Oh, that was open? Sloppy.
시체가 발견됐습니다.
어디야?
서북쪽 해안입니다.
Northern Coast is the one he dumped? Can't even eat.
유난 떨지 마. 사람 짝은 자기 부인이었어.
That's fair. That's fair. So many crabs. Yikes.
경찰 신분증이 나왔습니다.
Oh, crap.
VIP들께서 도착했습니다.
Is this the host?
Where's the host?
Unfortunately, some urgent business has prevented him from attending.
Seriously?
He was right there.
I just have to say that I'm a difficult man to please. I hope you won't disappoint me.
That's Salvador.
Don't do it, you asshole! I put a lot of money on that dickhead to win.
How much did you bet?
$1 million bucks!
Oh,
What convinced you to bet?
Oh, it's such a beautiful number.
oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
교대 시간이야.
So extravagant. Just casually watching people die.
Just tell us about the next game. How long you gonna string us along like this?
He's in a bad mood because of 69.
What? They have to cross.
Like a bridge of some sort.
먼저 앞에 있는 마네킹에 걸린 1에서 16까지
Is that the order that they have to go forward in? Choose a number in the middle.
Exciting.
Just to be safe.
This may be the deciding moment.
But he's choosing 666. Oh, okay. They don't know the game, so it doesn't... They don't know who has the advantage.
Numbers first.
Yeah.
Animal instinct.
안내 말씀드립니다. 지금 여러분 앞에 있는 번호는 다음 게임을 시작하는 순서입니다. 신중하게 선택하시기 바랍니다.
Oh, he wants to be last then, right? That's what he thinks. But it could be reverse order. Oh boy. Oh boy.
제가 1번 하면 안 될까요? 태어나서 딱 한 번만이라도 제대로 살아보고 싶습니다. 부탁합니다.
I think you just doomed yourself, but yeah, sure. So some of the tiles give out, some of them don't. Isn't that just luck-based then? Or can you tell? Yeah, you're screwed. Getting 50-50 right 18 times in a row?
Bring me another scotch.
You.
I don't want to have to keep calling you back. Sit down here.
Number 2 is panicking a little bit too. And dead.
What a shame. Oh, you've already found some more fun.
Oh boy.
아버의 노예인 유리는 15줄. 내가 이걸 다 맞추고 끝까지 갈 확률은
Very, very low. Yeah. Yeah. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024, 2048, 4096. There we go. 8,000. Yeah. Yeah. He did it faster than I did.
아주머니, 혹시 아까 그 사람이 다음에 어느 쪽 발 봤는지 기억나요?
Oh my god.
왼쪽 가긴 한데.
아니야, 오른쪽으로 갔다가 왼쪽으로 갔어.
Sorry. Place your trust in God. That'll save you. Are you gonna take time to pray now?
저 사람 어떻게든 앞으로 보내요. 아, 그럼 내가 당신을 밀어야 할지도 몰라요.
Threatening him. They're gonna push each other off and you're gonna lose. They're gonna die. They're gonna die. Welp. He pushed him forward onto the next one to... Yikes. Now you're gonna get pushed.
밀지 말아요.
걱정 마. 내가 널 왜 죽이겠어?
You're my meat shield.
네가 건너야 내가 사는데.
Which one was first again? Did you forget? Oh my god. Gi-hoon.
왼쪽이라고.
Thank you.
차려.
You forgot the first one. Is there a way to...
뭐가 강화 유리인지 알 것 같아요.
정말이야?
You can tell? I guess you couldn't.
야, 이 씨발놈들아! 난 여기서 더 이상 안 가! 갈라면 니들 못 들어!
We can't show our faces in here.
You're all mine.
But after you leave, they will kill me. Please, take somewhere where we can be alone.
I'm going off for a different kind of fun.
You're real 69, huh?
Oh my fucking god, this dialogue. Did you bring your gun?
If you can satisfy me in 5 minutes, I'll change your life.
If you can satisfy me in 5 minutes, I might let you leave.
빨리 안 가. 빨리 가라.
너나 가.
Oh. It's her. Your worst fucking nightmare. Oh, there's fear in his eyes.
온갖 폼은 다 잡더니 너 같은 족밥 새끼랑 붙어 먹었던 게 정말 죽고 싶을 만큼 쪽.
Oh.
먼저 가서 뒤지든가.
Oh.
나 배신하면 죽는다고 했지.
Even if it costs her own life.
VIP는 체크야.
Gone for too long.
시간 끌지 마. 잠깐만요. 내가 구별하는 방법을 알아요.
No, you.
유리 공장에서만 30년을 일했어요.
Really? Really? Okay, we might all make it.
Can he really tell the difference?
I think so.
I think he's examining the refraction of the light. Let me adjust the settings.
Oh. Can't say shit. Is this the last one? This is the last one? Oh.
손을 들어봐야겠어.
How? How the heck are you gonna do that?
던져볼 거 없어요.
Marble. One last marble. Old man's marble. I'm not gonna give it to... Okay, fine. You can't even compare the sounds. You just throw it once and it's over.
하나 더 줘. 오른쪽 소리도 들어봐야 돼.
You're getting pushed, man. Thank you for your sacrifice.
그냥 가.
Go, 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 go. Holy crap. That glass flying up everywhere. Is anyone hurt? Badly? What?
잠수정비 하나가 사라졌습니다. 해저 동굴로 나가는 것 같습니다.
What now? Swim to shore? Oh god. Oh god. This freaking show. What is the undercover brother cop going to do now? Just like swim to shore? I mean, at least he has an oxygen tank, but it's a bad situation he's found himself in because they know his identity. And if they don't find him sneaking onto a boat, they could just wait on the nearest shore for him and take him out. It doesn't look great for him at the moment. Also, why did he put his ID on the guy who he threw overboard? If he was gonna chuck his ID, don't let it be on something that can wash ashore, right? Especially on somebody who was supposed to be at the island too. He's not the best cop, I think. Not the best instincts as a cop, I think. But yeah, Saibyo definitely seems like something was wrong there at the end. Like she got hurt from the exploding glass. They all got cuts and nicks, but she looked like she was in actual pain. And I mean, they show that Gi-hoon and Sang-woo were pretty much okay, but with Saibyo like heavily breathing, I don't know. If she loses because she's injured and at a disadvantage, and they kill her off that way, that is going to suck so much. Like, I want to see all of them actually compete to win. Actually, I would love to see them all live even more, but I don't think that's where they're going to go with this. But yeah, wow, this episode, so odd in so many ways. Those VIPs, wow. They were just like a complete parody of capitalistic excess of overconsumption. The most annoying one was American, and I think a few more of them were American as well, but I think I heard a different accent mixed in there as well, I think. Or I could have just been confused by who was speaking since they were all wearing masks and there were no subtitles anymore for those English parts, but I don't know. I get what the show was going for with those characters, but also I'm sure they rubbed some of us entirely the wrong way. I think it was fine, just very stupid. But yeah, they said something along the lines of the contest in Korea is the best, which implies that it's happening elsewhere as well, which this reaches farther and wider than I could have imagined. First, I was like, what if they had games in the past? And it turns out it went back to 1999, and now we learn that there are games elsewhere in the world as well. So yeah, did a bunch of rich people from all over the globe just come together and decide to do this all together? And what makes it so that the games in South Korea are the best? Is it the economic anxiety creating the most desperate people? Is it the variation of games that just so happen to be extremely entertaining to watch? Also, I don't know, are there subtitles for those people making bets, or do they all understand Korean? Do they even understand the conversations that are happening throughout the games? I have to believe they do, right? Otherwise, how would they feel confident in betting? I don't know. And it's much more interesting to understand what these people are going through, these sick fucks. But yeah, anyway, after the success of Squid Game, this show, I heard it's #1 on Netflix like ever. So I assume there are going to be sequels or spin-offs or something, unless the last episode somehow winds up with the entire operation being taken down. Seems extremely unlikely, but who knows, maybe Undercover Brother can get something done. But yeah, it's possible that we get spin-offs in other different countries. That would be a lot of fun to watch. But yeah, the most annoying of the VIPs was the guy with the 69. He's just that quintessential rich baby entitled fuck, and watching the guy hang himself, and he's just upset about how he lost $1 million, which that's just so screwed up. But yeah, the disconnect is just a reminder of how common that is for so many of the rich and powerful. For instance, it would cost us $30 billion a year to end world hunger, and we can't even manage that. And the United States, the last few years, the military budget has increased by more than that 30 billion with no discernible enemies. So, and of course there are like multiple multi-billionaires just sitting on their wealth like they're dragons hoarding gold, and they won't even pay their fair share of taxes. I mean, the VIPs are so much of what's wrong with the world just distilled into a few people. They're just enjoying the suffering of others and enjoying it as entertainment. Anyway, we obviously hate the 69 guy the most because he's just so cringe, but all of them are taking joy in the exploitation of poor people for their own entertainment, and instead of like doing anything at all to try to stop it, I don't know. But yeah, that guy dropped $1 million on 69 and then switched it to 96 because of the number. So stupid. So stupid. And then his treatment of the undercover cop. Our undercover brother took a heck of a risk going in there as a waiter, but it did allow him to have unprecedented access into this organization. And I mean, I guess the front man just hired wait staff who would be willing to have sex with the VIPs whenever they wanted. They better be getting paid a lot, though, given the circumstances we've found everyone in on this show, on this island, maybe not. There were a bunch of naked people, like body painted. I thought they were statues at first, but I don't think so. I don't think we saw any of them move, but I think they were actually real people. And yeah, that VIP, like I mentioned, so cringe. Haha, he's going for the real 69. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that is so bad. And then he was saying like, if you can satisfy me in 5 minutes, I'll make you. I don't know. Oh my god, it was so bad. And our cop turned it around on him. Satisfy me in 5 minutes, and I won't kill you. And I was like, wait, why would you want him to? Oh, you want him to give you information, but like satisfy has such a specific meaning most of the time. And I was like, why would you? You're not what? I don't understand. But yeah, he just wanted information, and it looks like he got as much as he could. If he can just make it back to the mainland, to the police, it'll be a big coup for him. But yeah, number 69, the actual contestant, wanted to leave all this after the last game, obviously with his wife just killed. He couldn't deal with the guilt and wasn't thinking logically. Like, leaving the game wasn't going to bring her back. He was just desperate to not feel as bad and not feel as guilty anymore. I think most people found in episode 2 that life was more hell than these games, and that's why they came back. And maybe that was the case for most people, but in the end, it certainly was not better than for this couple in this game. So Sang-woo tried to intervene. I don't know. I probably would have let the guy, number 69, just grieve, but Sang-woo was also probably the one most desperate to win. He wanted to talk down the entire room who just killed the people who were closest to them in these games. So I don't think anyone was going to choose to leave at this point, but Sang-woo just had to try to head off that outcome. And yeah, 69 hung himself. Oh, that really sucked so much. That was hard to watch. And then for the VIPs to be so flippantly laughing about it, that hurt a lot. The game itself, the next game was interesting. Gi-hoon is constantly getting bailed out, though. He was going to pick a number and just froze, and everybody else took all the other numbers, and he couldn't decide between number 1 and number 16, and wound up only getting 16 because the other guy asked to be first. He's really the luckiest son of a gun in this entire show, for sure. And yeah, when it's finally his turn to step out onto the glass, he freaking forgot if the first tile was left or right. Good looking out by Saebyo. I'm so glad she did that, because I feel like if she was the same person that she was at the start of the show, I don't think she helps, but they've become sort of a team. I think she's become more open to trusting others. So yeah, it was nice to see her give him the boost that he needed. So they're becoming a team. They're getting closer to each other just in time for all of them to be ripped apart in the last 2 episodes, now that we're down to the final 3. And I've made it very clear in the past that I definitely want Saebyo to win, as unlikely as that seems now with what seems to be a glass injury. Oh, that really sucks. And if you're Gi-hoon and you've formed this bond with her, I think, would you vote with her to leave before the last game and wait for her to heal up before coming back? I don't know if Gi-hoon has that in him. And definitely, I don't think it's going to happen on the show. I feel like we've assumed Gi-hoon is going to win from the start. But honestly, it's probably the least interesting outcome. It's like the safe narrative choice to make. I know a lot of people are probably hating on Sang-woo, but if he wins the whole thing, that would be a heck of a narrative choice. And it would be surprising. I think people would talk about it for a long time. Saibyo winning would be also incredibly cathartic. And Gi-hoo winning is just what's expected from the start, I think. I don't know, though. The show doesn't feel like it's let me down so far, so maybe he doesn't win, or maybe if he does, they do it in a way that's fun and interesting, but we'll see. Duksu almost played the game right. Almost. If he hadn't betrayed Han Mi-nyo, I don't know how to pronounce the name, Han Mi-nyo, like he did, maybe he could have convinced a few people to go ahead of him because of the time limit and the fact that everyone is going to die if they don't go ahead of him. I'd rather have a shot at survival than just wait for my death, but man, him holding up the line because he refuses to pave the way forward for everybody else, that was a heck of a thing. Also, because of him, 3 people died to figure out just one tile, making the odds of passing even more difficult. But Han Min-yo said she's going ahead of him, and then grabs onto him, locks her fingers, and with all of her strength, takes him down with her. She finally got her revenge. She's been annoying, but she's also been a very interesting character. But to see her have that final kill of Duksu, that was really, really nice. And yeah, in the end, both of them, they did it together. They did it together. But I really wished she had called him babe in the most sarcastic, hateful way possible. I think it's a missed opportunity. It would have been a really cool moment. But then, yeah, the guy in front of our final 3, being able to tell which glass was the right one because of his time as a glass maker. And the frontman just turns the light off. So much for equality. Like, people don't go through the same situation that way. Like, equality specifically means that everybody is given the same resources, but he turned off the light for him, so he doesn't give a shit about equality. Equity would mean giving everybody else the ability to see which glass was real and which one was fake. He does neither, which just makes it more difficult for the sake of making it more fun for the VIPs to watch. I'm guessing none of the VIPs bet on him, otherwise that would completely fuck everything up. But yeah, Sang-woo straight up pushed him off at the end, shocking nobody except for Gi-hoon and Saibyo. They didn't know what he was capable of, but he also saved their lives. Gi-hoon barely makes it across the line at the end. Actually, I'm surprised Sang-woo didn't wait until the very last second so that he could be the only one who made it. Or that he didn't turn around after he made it and play defense, try to stop them from jumping onto. Like, he knows he's going to have to beat them at whatever game comes next. So I'm surprised that he didn't just take this opportunity to take everybody else out as well. Though I don't know what happens if he's the only remaining contestant and there's still one game left. Does he do like a solo game? I don't know. The glass exploding at the end, though, really sucks. If people were still on the glass, it would have provided for some really astonishing deaths, but they'd be like ripped to shreds by all the flying glass. But now, Saibyo, she looks like she's in pain, which really sucks, but I do think this is the most interesting final 3 we could have gotten. So let's see how this all wraps up in the next 2 episodes. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Leave a like, really helps out the channel. Full reaction on Patreon in the link in the description below. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time with the last 2 episodes. Bye, friends.